All right. Root words. So, root words. A root is a part of a tree that's the very bottom. It's in the ground, inside the ground. So what it means is a word that's inside of a word. So, say we got make as a verb, to make something. I make, you make. In the past tense, I made, you made, he made. We're going to go, I want to, but say I make something, but I don't do it very good. So I want to make it again, right? I can say I want to remake it, to remake. So, or take, you take a test for class, you have to take the test again, you have to retake it. Retake the test. So another word is rewind. When you're playing a movie and you want to go back, you rewind it and then you hear it again, see it again. So would mean do it again, remake, redo. I want to redo. I want to do that again. Or you can say a do-over. But redo, D is one too. It means to take it away, to detach. That's a word, to detach. Attach is to put something onto something, to attach it onto it. Like I just did like a spaceship or something, I don't know. But D probably should have written more down, but I didn't. So I'm treating this like it's a class in person more than something I'm going to edit down. So, all right. D, okay, maybe I'll think of them later. But the point is the word inside the word. So for this, it's a little different. But I'm going to talk about homophones and heteronyms. Homophones and heteronyms. So the word, just like noun, adjective, verb, and adverb, a homophone is a name for something. It's not, we don't use that word. But the two root words inside homophone is homo and phone. Homo means same. Phone means sound. Same sound. So I know I have a bunch of homophones listed in here, heteronyms. This is a book that I use when I'm traveling and teaching English. No homophones. Hold on. One sec. Sorry. Hit that fast forward button, not the rewind. Okay, homophones. So be, to be. Are you going to be there? To be, B-E. Are you going to be there? Yes, I will be there. B-E-E is an insect or a bug that flies and can sting you. A bee. Another type of bee is a hornet or a wasp. So that's an example of a homophone. It sounds the same, but it's spelled differently. That's what a homophone is. It sounds exactly the same, no difference, no different tone, nothing. B, B. It's the same sound. Same sound. Homophone, same sound. So another example, brake, B-R-A-K-E, is a brake pedal. When you're driving a car, there's the gas pedal and the brake and the clutch if it's a manual transmission. So brake, B-R-A-K-E, brakes. B-R-E-A-K, break, to break something. Or the past tense for break is broke or broken. It's broken. Or I broke my arm. So break, break. Two different, completely different words, sound exactly the same, spelled differently. That's a homophone. All right. Another example. Dear. D-E-A-R. When you're writing a message to somebody that you like or you love, maybe, you will say, "Dear this person." D-E-A-R. Or I can say, "That person is very dear to me. They're my friend, and I love that person." Really. So D-E-E-R, deer, is an animal with antlers, and it runs in the forest. People eat them. They're really cool animals. Maid. M-A-D, M-A-D-D. M-A-D-E. Maid. A maid. Oh, no, sorry. Maid is the past tense for make. I made you this. I made food. I made an art piece. I made something. M-A-I-D, maid, is a person who comes to your house and cleans your house. Or at a hotel, there are people who clean the rooms. They are maids. But also, another name for maid is housekeeper, if it's at your house. But that's like a upscale, higher end, different. Mail, M-A-I-L, mail, is to send something, to send a letter to someone, to mail something. You write a letter and you put it in the give it to the post office, or put it in your mailbox and flip the flag up here in America, and then they'll take it and then they'll put it where it needs to go. To mail something. M-A-L-E is male, as in a boy, a man, versus a female. Male, female. Male, female. So different, same exact sound, different spelling, different meaning. Homophones. That's what I'm trying to talk about here. One, like the number, O-N-E, or one, W-O-N. Now that's I won is the past tense for win, to win. I won a prize. I won the game. I won the lottery. All right. Pair, P-A-I-R, is two. So a pair of shoes, a pair of pants, which is kind of a weird one because each pant, and then their pants. But we got, and pant also is this. For a dog, if a dog's doing that, it's panting, you know. So let's go. Oh, and I didn't say the other one. A pair of shoes, a pair of pants, a pair of sunglasses. A pair is two people together. That's also called a couple, not a pair. A couple means two. A few means three. A few is always three. Several means more than three. Several. But pear, P-A-I-R, pair of shoes, and P-E-A-R, pear, is a fruit, delicious fruit, similar to an apple. All right, now you get the idea with homophones. Homophone, same sound. Same sound, different meaning, different spelling. Now, heteronyms are the closest example to another language that I know of. Like Thai, for example. Thai, they have different tones. Chinese as well. Many languages. But Thai, for example, you say ma, and you can, that's like means a horse. But you say ma a different way, and I don't know the different tones very well at all. And it is means mother. There's like 4 or 5 tones. I think 5. So, for example, You know, same in Thai, mun kan, and the mun is a sound that we don't make, but it's super small to foreigners or to people who speak the language, and you understand the difference between the two. So this is the closest example I have to a tonal language like Thai or Chinese or something. So heteronym, hetero is opposite, hetero. So for example, homosexual means a woman likes a woman or a man likes a man. Heterosexual means a man likes a woman, woman likes a man. The opposite. So, and nim, I think, is name. Different name. So, but it has the same spelling. So heteronym is pronounced a little different, but same exact spelling. So, for example, the word alternate. Alternate means different. So, I'm going to take, for example, you're going to drive a car 4 hours to a different city. You can go one way or you can go the other way. But you can go multiple ways to get to your destination or where you're going, the different city. So that way on a map would be called a route or route. People call it route, but that's weird. I say route, but you say but okay, there is a car crash on the route that you want to take. You're on your phone looking, okay, I'm going to take this route. But your phone says there is a closure, the road is closed, or there's an accident or something. So it will tell you to take an alternate route or an alternative route. But alternate means different. So it is also a verb, alternate. To alternate means to go back and forth. So I go, you go, I go, you go. We're going, say we're working out, I'm doing the bench press, and you are spotting me or helping me so it doesn't fall on me if it's too heavy. I'm going, then now it's time to alternate. The person that I'm working out with will switch positions with me and work out, and I will be helping. So both spelled the same, alternate, alternate. A-L-T-E-R-N-A-T-E. Alternate, alternate. Small difference, same spelling, completely different meaning. One is a verb and one is an adjective, an alternate route. The route is the noun. Alternate is the adjective talking about the route. Another example, very difficult for many people to understand where English is their second language. Close. Close versus the word close. Close, close. So when I'm traveling, I try to stay away from the word close or closed. No, sorry, close. Because if I say, is it close? And I'm talking about a business or something, most of the time, people will think I'm asking them if it's closed. But I'm saying, is it close? Another word for close is near or nearby. Or I can say close by. Is it close by? Is it nearby? So I try to say, is it nearby? Is it around here? So close is talking about the distance between two things. For example, in this example, I'm asking for a store if they're open. Sorry, I'm asking a person if the store that I want to go to is close or nearby. So I say, is it close? And they'll say, yes, it's close. It's right down the road. Now, right is another video. I'm going to make another video right here or something. Right is a crazy word in English. It means a lot of things. But my favorite example is address. Sorry. Go back, close, and close. Close means the opposite of open. Open, close. Close, near, by. Close is the opposite of far. Close, far. Okay. Now we can move on. Address. So this one is interesting because it is an example of the difference between American English and English from England. So address is where your home is, or the number and the name of the street where your home is, your home address. So it's also a verb, and it's pronounced address. Address, address. So address means to talk about or to bring up, not physically, but to talk about it in conversation. So this is an example of an idiom, to address the elephant in the room, and that's a different video too, right here or something. But to address something is to talk about it, and an address is the name and location of your home, your home address. But many people in England and other places in the world that speak English, they will say address, but they're talking about their home address. Americans will say it both ways, but mostly, I think, I hear mostly address for where you live. But if you say, what's your address? I understand that, obviously, I guess. But I would assume or think that maybe you are from a different place where they speak English, not American English. Because I think most people say address. But they would say, what's your address? Or we would say, what's your address? Or they'd probably say, what's your address? I don't know. Bad with accents, clearly. But bass. So bass is music. 808s. But also bass is a guitar, a different kind of guitar, a bass guitar. And this is an example, actually, of a homophone as well, because base is the bottom of something. A base, like a building, you have to build the base for it. Or if you go into your house and under where the first floor is, that can be called your basement if it's finished and you have walls up and rooms. It's a basement. If it's not a basement and you cannot live in it, you can, I guess, but it's called a crawl space. Crawl space, because you have to crawl through it and it's just a space. But a basement, so a base is a military base, a place where all the military are at. Well, some. So base, and that's B-A-S-E, but it's also pronounced B-A-S-S, is pronounced bass. So a bass is a type of fish. So there's that. All right. Excuse. Excuse me. You know. Excuse you. You know, if someone doesn't say excuse me, that's rude. Excuse you. But if somebody bumps into you in line, be like, excuse you. You know, like you could say that. That'd be funny. And they need to hear that. But excuse, excuse, is also pronounced excuse. Excuse, excuse. So one's like with a Z kind of sound, and one's with an S. Excuse, excuse, excuse. I feel my mouth vibrate a little bit. The difference. Excuse, excuse. So small difference, but huge difference. So excuse me, excuse you. An excuse is something that you tell to somebody is why something could not happen. So there's a difference between an excuse and a reason. An excuse is not a good reason. So, for example, I'm going to soccer practice and I show up late. So, I'm late to practice. My coach is watching me walking to the field, probably running. I'm like, sorry, coach, there was traffic. You know, there was a traffic jam. Well, that's an excuse because I could have left earlier, gave myself more time to sit in traffic and not be late. But my excuse, I'm blaming the traffic. But in reality, it's my problem. I need more time to get to practice because there is traffic. So a reason would be a car hit me. I was in a car accident. That's a reason. Your coach will say, oh, I'm sorry, you okay? Are they okay? Okay. Good. You know, that would be a reason. An excuse is, oh yeah, I was in traffic. And then the coach is going to say, well, leave earlier next time. That's a bad excuse. So, an excuse. Excuses are not good. You know, no excuses. You know, that's what a lot of people, teachers and coaches tell you. You know, no excuses. So, excuse, excuse. Exact same spelling, different pronunciation. Because that's a heteronym. Same spelling, different pronunciation, different meaning. So, I'll do one more example. So, perfect. Perfect. It's so good that it could not be better. It's as good as it can be. It's perfect. So, maybe someone gets you a gift and you wanted that and you're like, wow, that's perfect. So, perfect, you understand perfect. Perfect is the other pronunciation, same spelling. Perfect, perfect. Perfect, perfect. Perfect is a verb that means to make perfect. Perfect, perfect. It means pretty much the same thing, but one is a verb and one is an adjective. So, just, you know, the different, I guess it's different pronunciation, but it sounds to me like it's such a small difference that it's like a different tone to someone in another language. So this is the first one that I want to make about tones, but there's another thing that I want to talk about, and it's called intonation, but the word tone. So it's it's about that, and that'll be right here or something. So you got 3 videos, some basic English. It should help you, I think. Maybe you have heard all of these things before. Turn it off. Maybe go to a more advanced way to learn English, but this is basic. But basic is the best, you know. You don't need to be too crazy with it unless you're trying to become a doctor or, you know, have a really, really good understanding of the different words and big words. But if you understand root words, then you can look at a word and say, oh, you can break it down and kind of understand what it means. So these are tools to help you get your English better. That's all this is I'm telling you the basic part of it, and then you can take that information, and then when you see other things, maybe you will understand those things better. That's my hope. I hope that. So I love teaching English. It's fun. It's more fun in person because I can see the person in front of me learning it, and I can tell when someone is not understanding. So the good part about making a video is that you can rewind and go see what I said before and pause and stop. Pause is a funny homophone. Pause is to stop something. Pause, play, and pause, P-A-W-S, are dog hands. Little pause. So that's a funny one. So homophones, same sound, different spelling. Same sound, different spelling, different meaning. Heteronyms, same spelling, different sound, different pronunciation, and different meaning, but similar meaning. So final video, I'm going to put somewhere, put it all over already, is going to be talking about that, what I just said, and I forgot it. So I'm going to look back too, because I can rewind as well. Thanks for listening, and I hope you got something out of this. Later.